Stephen Colbert meets his match. Karoline Leavitt shuts him down. Broadway drama. Tonight on Late Night Mayhem. Sparks fly, egos clash, and Stephen Colbert, yes, the Stephen Colbert, finally meets his match. Karoline Leavitt walks in smiling, but walks out leaving the audience speechless. Buckle up, because what went down on that stage wasn't just an interview, it was a showdown. The Late Night Lightning Strike. It was supposed to be a regular night on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the kind filled with laughter, political jabs, and Colbert's trademark smirk. But when Karoline Leavitt took her seat across from the seasoned comedian, the atmosphere shifted. From the very first exchange, it was clear, this was not going to be your usual polite back and forth. Colbert tried his signature sarcasm, tossing in a few teasing remarks about her views, but Leavitt came prepared, sharp, confident, and completely unbothered. "You know, Stephen," she began, with that knowing grin, "you don't need to talk over me if you're scared I might make sense." The audience gasped. Cameras zoomed in. Colbert froze for a split second, and just like that, Leavitt had flipped the script. When sass meets strategy, Colbert, ever the professional, tried to regain his footing with humor. "Well, Karoline, I do make a living out of talking," he joked, laughing nervously. Without missing a beat, Leavitt fired back, "Yes, and I make a living out of not letting people talk over me." The crowd went wild. You could practically hear the producers in the control room whispering, "Did that just happen?" For the next few minutes, the exchange turned into a verbal chess match, Colbert maneuvering with wit, Leavitt countering with precision. It was equal parts entertaining and electric, with every retort earning Leavitt another round of gasps and applause. The moment that broke the internet. And then came the line, the one that would flood social media within hours. When Colbert tried to corner her on a controversial issue, Leavitt leaned in and said, "Stephen, you're used to controlling the narrative. But tonight, maybe you should just listen." Mic drop. Even Colbert couldn't help but crack a smile, realizing he'd just been owned, on his own stage. Twitter exploded, clips went viral, and hashtags like hashtag Leavitt vs Colbert, hashtag talk show takedown, and hashtag Broadway drama started trending by morning. Behind the curtain, what made it so powerful? Leavitt didn't just show confidence, she showed composure. She didn't raise her voice, didn't flinch, and didn't let Colbert's quick wit throw her off balance. It wasn't about shouting louder, it was about being smarter, calmer, and more prepared. That's what made this moment unforgettable. Two powerhouses, two styles, one unforgettable clash of charisma and intellect. The standing ovation ending. As the segment ended, Colbert, ever the showman, extended a hand. "Well, Karoline," he laughed, "I think I just learned not to underestimate my guests." Leavitt smiled, shook his hand, and replied coolly, "That's the first smart thing you've said tonight." Cue audience laughter, applause, and a standing ovation that even Colbert couldn't suppress a grin through. It was the kind of late-night TV moment that lives rent-free in viewers' minds for years, bold, unexpected, and totally Broadway-worthy. What did you think of that epic exchange? Did Karoline Leavitt just school Stephen Colbert on his own show, or was it all part of the performance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping political showdowns and late-night drama.